Oliver, hello. Welcome to the picnic. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Not too bad. Thanks for having me on the bloody picnic.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I wouldn't see this as your natural terrain. I mean, are you a seasonal picnicker? Or...
no, but I like to think of myself as a social chameleon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If picnic's what's on the menu, then picnic is it. You know what I mean? A couple of bickies, water with a straw, you know. I'm dynamic that way.
That's what it's all about, and you can help yourself to biscuits. They're available for you.
No, so I'm doing pretty well. If I get through this festival without having to defibrillate myself at any point, I'll consider myself very lucky.
Well, how is the diet going for Edinburgh? I mean, we're early on. Are you eating properly, or are you...
I'm alternating between eating carefully, well-balanced, home-cooked meals and just total garbage, deep-fried till it's almost got a face.
Right, so that's the balance right there.
Yeah, I think there's a new exercise technique called muscle confusion, and that's what I'm doing to my heart at the moment. It's like, oh, thanks for the spinach. What the hell is this, you know?
Well, you've got to keep your body on its toes, you know. You can't expect the same thing all the time.
No, you can't lull it into a false sense of security and then expect it to be, outrun the police the next day, you know what I mean?
Indeed, indeed. Now, your show, is this... How many times have you been to the festival? Quite a few?
I've been here thrice.
Thrice?
Twice as a performer.
Okay.
I came here in 2007, and it didn't go that well, to tell you the truth.
In 2007, not good.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit like my heart. It wasn't expecting that much work, really.
Right, yeah.
So I came back in 2008 just to give it a sniff, suss it out a bit, and I decided when I was really ready to come back and just pants it, and kick it in the wanger, that's what I would do. So I feel like this is the year. It's going well. I feel good.
So 2007 was the last one. You didn't feel like you quite kicked it in the wanger.
No. But I felt like Edinburgh was sort of like, all right, champ, you better get sorted, and you come back here. I thought I was doing well, and then I got to Edinburgh, and it was like, no, sit down, bitch. You are nowhere near as good as you think.
Well, because you were an internet sensation, weren't you? Is that still your home, maybe, or?
Oh no, the internet's not my home. I mean, there's a lot of other creepy stuff floating around. I think it'd be hard to live on the internet without having some really lascivious neighbours. But no, I've done a lot more live stuff since then. You know what I mean? Got some flying hours on the clock. I'm ready for the rematch. So if 2007 was Rocky 1. Then this one must be the one against the Russian. I don't remember how it ends, but I'm pretty sure it turns out okay for Rocky.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
At least that you'll make it to the end. So it's going well this year. It's going good. It's Hard Bastards.
Hard Bastards Guide to Life.
Yeah.
In brackets, how to be less of it. But the unpronounceable, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's going really well. People have been seeing it. They sit down and then I talk and then they laugh a lot and then they leave, which
which is the order things should happen in.
Yeah, that's what as a comedian, that should be the job description, I hope. So yeah, I'm ticking that box.
Great, very, very much. And where are you? You're at the...
I'm at the Ermintrude. Which is a nice little lecture theatre.
Oh.
Yeah, which gives it a sort of an air of sophistication.
An air of lecture. And is it a lecture? Do you see it as a lecture? Or...
No, I want people to laugh, mostly, you know what I mean? If there's silence, I tend to panic and, get a bit muddy. But, for the most part, laugh. And if you do learn something by accident, so be it. You know what I mean? I can't claim to be a source of knowledge, but, I'll give it a try.
So are you talking from a Hard Bastard's point of view? Is this, you are a Hard Bastard and this is what you're telling the audience?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah?
I'm also...
I mean, is that cocky to call yourself that, or...?
I like to think I'm hard enough to pull off drinking with a straw. It's a little bit cocky, but I mean, comedy's a confidence game. And also being able to do comedy helps a lot. But, people can listen to me if they want. They don't have to if they don't want to,
Well, they've got that option, haven't they?
Yeah. But I'm just a bit concerned, because let's not mess around. Life is like a mallet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can be an avocado or you can be a diamond. And I just want people to leave the show feeling like they're diamonds, feeling like they've got the confidence to look life in the face and say, sit down, bitch, I'm driving.
It's like a mission statement for your show, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good to have something to push towards. You know, it's nice to have something honest like that. Yeah. So I mean, where are you going to go next? Once you've expressed this show, is there more for you to say? Is there?
I don't know. There'd have to be more for me to say.
Yeah.
There's definitely a desire for me to keep talking. So I guess I'll reverse engineer it to a certain extent. But I mean, I'd be mad not to come back to this, wouldn't I? You know, even if I was getting kicked in the pants, box office wise, which I'm not. I feel very lucky so far. I'd have to be the world's biggest dead shit not to want to come back here and, you know, just come back with a bloody funnel and a plunger and just jam it into my face. As much bloody culture as I can get in there, you know. And see some weird shows as well, like, you know, some performance art kind of business that makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. No, but I'm hoping to find something really weird, you know, like a giant hairy dude with lipstick on who's like saying poetry to a skunk and then punches it to death because of the shortcomings of his father or whatever, you know, something that just tests my bloody boundaries. Because just because it's weird doesn't mean it's bad.
This is the place to find that, though. If that's what you're after, if that's your cup of tea.
Oh yeah, there'll be a sweaty little underground venue somewhere that's going to put that on. I'm absolutely sure of it. I just have to sniff it out.
It's your quest to find it. Yeah.
So actually, if anyone's out there who knows of a show like that, get in touch. I'd love to be in the audience sometime.
Well, you're feeling good so far. The show's going well. Are you scared you're going to burn out halfway through, or?
No, I've done a few of these festivals. I mean, nothing quite this scale. We've got one in Adelaide that's kind of like this one's little sister. You know, I survive it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, like, obviously, I'm feeling pretty good about myself now. But there's bound to be something to come along. You know, like a Wednesday night crowd, or
are they the worst?
You know, no, it's not their fault. But yeah, Wednesday is a bit weird because the weekend's just too far away, you know. It's a little bit like going to see a comedy show on a Wednesday is like going la 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 while you're in the middle of a home invasion, you know. It's just trying to ignore the obvious fact that things aren't that great.
I think Tuesday, because Wednesday's halfway through the week, Tuesday's a long way from Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, but Tuesday you're still basking in the glow of the memory of the shenanigans on Sunday, you know. You're sitting there going, oh, yeah, that was a good game of frisbee. Wednesday, it's faded too much, and Friday is just too far away from Wednesday, you know.
Whereas Thursday is brilliant because you've got it's the day before Friday, and Friday's Friday.
Yeah, well, the big problem with Friday is people tend to finish work at 5 and start getting just absolutely inebriated. And so by the time they get to the show at 9 o'clock, they've been drinking for 4 hours, and I think it's a conversation. You know?
Does your performance have to change then? Do you have to be kind of disciplined with them and kind of?
Yeah, you have to get a bit brutal.
Get them to calm down. Yeah,
like a sort of stern babysitting kind of scenario. You know.
And you've got that in you. You can. Tell him who's boss.
I can be firm but fair.
Which is the best way. So, plug your show. Where is it?
So the Underbelly Ermintrude, which is, if you go to the bar that looks like a cow on Bristow Square, it's at 8:50, and if you come and see it, you'll laugh, and if you don't, I'll guess I'll come around to your place and, I don't know, hide prawns in your letterbox or something.
Ermintrude, is that a new?
Yeah, it was new this year.
It's a new cow-based place.
Yeah, I think they're all pseudo kind of lactose-themed scenarios. I don't know how Ermintrude fits in with the cow theme, but
well, it's a kind of cowish name, I guess.
Ermintrude, yeah, I can almost see it. No, I can't do it. That's too much of a stretch.
Help yourself to a biscuit if you want one. But
no,
I think I've asked you already, haven't I?
I would
sorry.
like, especially one of these.
No.
What are they called? Bloody shortbread things.
Shortbreads and custard creams, but you know, it can be an exercise of control.
Yeah, I'll just eat them with my mind. Well, now I'm full.